Hi, thanks for joining me again. In this blog post, we'll be exploring the challenges of running a mid-range to high-cost veterinary clinics. Let's start with number one, the quality of care. Now, the mid-range clinics balance affordability and quality, otherwise known as spectrum of care. The high-range clinics offer a lot more in terms of in-house blood work, some specialized equipment. Perhaps there is a specialty that they offer. Maybe it's nutrition. Maybe it's someone who can do a TPLO, or maybe they have access to ultrasound equipment. I'm not saying that the mid-range do not have that, but it's less likely. Number two, comprehensive services. Often we may find mid-range models in rural areas. Not all the time, of course. Of course, they're also in urban. But when they're in rural areas, they actually have more of a variety of skills than the high-touch ones. They may not have the access to specialty hospitals, emergency, specialty dental, or specialty surgery. So they may already have these skills. Obviously, they're not specialists, but they may be able to provide a level of care that otherwise is not provided in an urban setting. Most high-touch practices focus on preventative care and able to offer full diagnostics. Number three, client expectations. Now, mid-range clinics build strong relationships through reasonable pricing and quality care, while high-touch practices have higher client expectations to meet. Is that something that they always try to strive for? Absolutely. While high-touch practices tend to have higher client expectations, leading to potentially better client satisfaction, but it's not always the case. You know as well as I do, we can't please everybody. Here's the lows. Number one, still cash flow issues. Mid-range clinics balance affordable pricing and operating costs. High-class clinics manage fluctuating demand and higher standards of care. Those two things can be very different depending on every month. In experience, a high-touch clinic can be quiet 3 or 4 months of the year, but they make it up during the times that are busy. Number two, recruitment challenges. Now, mid-range practices are able to attract skilled staff within the price bracket, while high-touch clinics are able to attract top-tier talent. But once again, that is a higher operating cost. So it's something else to manage. Number three, wage concerns. Like before, if we are looking at our wage concerns, every practice has their own metrics. We still follow those metrics and we still need to be in balance with them. So when we talk about mid or high range clinics, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the profit margin and then the wage. Those need to balance. If you want to learn more about this, click the blog post below or visit my website to see what else I got going on, www.ivmsolutions.org. Until next time, beautiful people, adios. Often, we may find mid-range models in rural areas. Not all the time, of course. Of course, they're also in urban. But when they're in rural areas, they actually have more of a variety of skills than the high-touch ones.